Defects, Cover Chasing Volume 2.
Defects, as the butcher told you, welcome to episode 2 of Cover Chasing. Cover Chasing. I love that intro, man. That guy got a great voice, let me tell you. Jay, do me a favor. Tell them a little bit about our sponsors quickly.
Express Comic Book Pressing Ewarad will submit to CGC and CBCS for all your pressing and cleaning needs. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. We also have our friends over at Mutant Beaver Comics. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Canada's #1 online store for exclusive comic books.
Awesome, guys. And you know how we do. Let's just start it off with the books, guys. Cover Chasing. Let's go. Jay, you're up first, bud. We're going to start off with Green Lantern number 55. Jay's first pick for his Cover Chasing pick of the week from DC back in 2010. Jay, give me a little info. Why'd you pick this cover? I mean, you're going to give us a bunch of info. Why'd you pick it? What did it sell for? What did it last sell for? Do you have it? I mean, go ahead. Go crazy, baby.
All right, guys. Green Lantern number 55. This is the 1 in 25 incentive variant by Doug Mahnke. Written by Jeff Johns, August of 2010. We all know this iconic Green Lantern run. Probably my favorite run by Jeff Johns that he's ever done. This is a homage cover, guys, to Green Lantern number 49 from Ron Mars, which was the Emerald Twilight Saga. Just a badass. Lobo is a badass cover of him wearing all the power rings, all the lantern rings, holding his hook. Just an iconic cover. Guy, I do not have this. But just like last Cover Chasing, this will be acquired and it will stay in my PC. I think this right here will look great in a CGC 9.8 yellow label with a possible Lobo remark. But that's just me. Guys, a Raw last sold for $127 on July 2nd. And a CGC 9.8, all I could find recently was sold. It was listed at $400 and it was best offer accepted. And that was on June 11th. So a book I am definitely looking to acquire for my PC.
Sick book. Maddie, what do you think of that?
I mean, to me, it kind of looks like Lobo just robbed a jewelry store with his crowbar. But no, Doug Mahnke killed it. I love this cover. The colors, you know me and my color for colors, they're just popping off the page. So this is great.
Colorful covers. I love it. Why not hit them with the next book?
Do it.
Jay, you got ASM number 66. I mean, classic cover, man. I'm going to let you talk about it, but obviously you know the questions. Just go right into it, bud.
Yeah, so guys, what I wanted to do, I gave you a modern DC book. Now I'm giving you a Silver Age Marvel book, ASM 66. Early appearance of Mysterio, who's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains ever. Written by Stan Lee. This was drawn by John Romita Sr., November 1968. A book, it's relatively cheap for a Silver Age book with such an awesome cover, The Madness of Mysterio. A Fine Plus sold on eBay on July 2nd for $100, and a 9.2 sold on June 11th for $425. Just vintage comic book art. This screams that. So a book I also don't have in my collection, but I will grab. This might be a Terrificon grab for me.
Well, listen. You don't have it. I just want to update everybody from our last episode and that Punisher book that you didn't have. Why don't you update everybody, Jay, on that?
I got it now. just like I'll have these two books by the time the next Cover Chasing rolls around.
See, Cover Chasing, guys. We keep chasing them.
It,
Maddie, what do you think about that book?
this cover has been homaged a bunch of times, and it's for obvious reasons. It's just a classic Romita Senior, and you got two of the best characters from the ASM run. Some say his best villain. I don't know if I would say that, but definitely top 3. So I love it. I love the pick, Jay.
You know what's awesome is that we're seeing these classic costumes come to play in these shows and everything like that. And we're seeing drips and drabs. You think maybe in this new Spider-Man, like you're going to see a crazy classic costume of Mysterio? Is he coming back? Are we going to see a different Mysterio? Like, what's going to happen?
I think he's coming back.
I'm excited.
I think so. Yeah. All right.
Maddie, you want to go next?
It's me? All right, tell me.
Why not? Ooh. Wolverine number 145. Maddie, tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, what am I, remind me, because I'm slow. What are the questions? Because I want to make sure I want to answer all Guy Forge's questions.
That's a good idea. We're going to ask you why did you pick this? That's the first question.
Okay.
1, what did this book last sell for? Okay. Do you have it? And obviously, if you don't, are you chasing it for personal, for your PC, or you're chasing it to flip it and, make a little scutolies?
Okay. Thank you for that. I love doing these because you know what? It takes me back, and like Guy always says, he got into this for the cover art. When I was a kid, I got into it for the cover art.
Yep.
First, the story second. So I love doing these because it kind of slows me down from the speculation and the reading a little bit and just getting back to why I originally fell in love with this hobby, and that's just the cover art. So this is great. So this is a book that I knew about. I just never knew the full story of. So this is, like I said, Wolverine number 145. Bill Sienkiewicz. This is the third one I've picked out of 3 books so far. So
I noticed
he's
that.
one of my favorite artists. But the deal with this one was it was a special mail away variant, and you had to collect a bunch of Nabisco like UPC codes and mail them in, and you got this back. Not a lot of people did it. This is scarce. It's a wraparound. You could see that. One of my favorite characters, Wolverine. That scale. I mean, what else is there to say? The wraparound is beautiful. It's a black cover, so it's super hard to get in a high grade. So 9.8 last sold for $1,700 in January. If you look at 9.6s right now on eBay, they're listed for even more than that. Raws go for $400 to $500 on this book. It is not a cheap book. This is a book, though, that not a lot of people know what it is. So don't be surprised if you come across this in a back bin. What else? There is a rarer variant from this same issue. Okay. And I don't want to get into that, but there is an error variant. So it's not an actual variant. It was an error with the printing press. So maybe one day we'll talk about that. If I ever find this, I would probably keep it because it's one of my favorite characters and it's a super rare variant and it's just a dope cover. I couldn't see myself getting rid of this unless I really needed the money at the time. This would probably stay in the PC. I would never buy it for the full price unless I hit the lotto or something like that, but I'm hoping one day I could find it in a back bin.
Nabisco, huh? That's a lot of Fig Newtons to get that book.
You beat me to it, Jay, man. That God bless, man. It's a sick cover. I'll tell you that. People are like Jay said, you had to send in a lot of Fig Newtons there.
Maddie Sienkiewicz.
That's it.
Heavy on the cover chasing.
I love
awesome
it.
Pick though, dude, and great story on sending in UPCs to get this book.
Yep,
I love it. And I knew you were going to bring in some classic, buddy. So Submariner number 8. I mean, this is. I'll just let you explain. You can't get more classic than this, I don't think.
Yeah. So I wasn't going to let Jay have all the fun in the Silver Age. So. From 1968, John Buscema, Submariner number 8. You guys all know out there, I'm a big Submariner fan. This is just that classic early Submariner Sting versus Namor cover. That black background, these characters just pop off the page. It's unbelievable. I'll give you some sales. So these go for around $50 raw in like a mid-grade, mid to lower grade, $50. A little bit higher grade, you're looking at $75 to $100. Last sold in a 9.8 was so long ago, so I'm not even going to bring it up. 9.6 in March sold for $1,560. So we know that with the Submariner partial confirmed or unconfirmed announcement, these books have just gone through the roof. I've been telling you guys watching the defects for the last year, get your Submariner books now. Get your Submariner books now. This is a book I actually do have in the collection. It's a low grade. I would love to upgrade it, keep it for the collection, sell the lower grade one. This is a book that I want in my collection. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have one. Would love to have a second, even higher grade. The more I find, I'll send them out to the community for, we'll start flipping them to the community. I want to spread it around. I don't want to keep them all for myself. I mean, I love these, but
spread the love, baby. Spread the love.
So, I mean, what else is there to say about this? Just a beautiful, beautiful John Buscema cover. That's why I picked it. I needed some Silver Age in my life. So, what do you guys think?
That's two black covers, man, that you picked. That you know what?
Yep.
And hard to get in high grades. Both beautiful, beautiful picks. This is just classic, Jay.
Yeah, classic Silver Age Mariner, guys. It don't get much better than that. Finding this in high grade is difficult, like Guy and Matt said, with that back covers, black covers. So a book to be on the lookout for, and that's the battle of the underwear right there.
The battle of the banana hammock.
Wow.
Before we flip the Guy's book, let's just remind them, stay tuned to the end, right, Guy? Because we got some giveaway info. So
you got to give them the info to how to enter the 5K giveaway, man. Prizes galore.
Yep.
I had to start with this book, guys, this week. Iron Fist, number 14. This is from 1977, as Matt wrote up there. Al Milgrom cover. Does it get any better than this? I mean, talk about we're cover chasing, right? This book I chased for a while too. I just love it. It's such a sick cover. The mountains, the blue, the white, the yellows. I mean, I love it. I love it. First, a full appearance of Sabretooth, obviously. If you guys don't know, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that. This last sold raw for around $9.95, I think, on July 3rd. And then on a 9.8 in June, it sold for around $5,100. So that's a little crazy. We're gonna see mutants coming. We know that. Listen, I love it. It's one of my favorite covers ever. We talked about obviously whether we have it or not. I'm just throwing it up and going to tell you, yeah, I got it. I was very excited to get this, and I got it in a 7.5, which I'm happy about. Just saying. So, what do you guys think?
I love it. I have one too. Happy to have it in the collection. And what's cool about this is Sabretooth is such an iconic Wolverine character, and you would think he would first appear in a Wolverine comic, but nope.
Mm-hmm.
It's in this Iron Fist. Like Guy said, classic battle, classic throwdown. Nice book to have in your collection, Guyuch.
Thanks, man.
Love it. Love it. Usually we don't, so far we haven't picked any first appearances, but this is one of those ones that he's on the cover and it just is a super classic villain, battle, hero villain battle. So this is a great pick.
One of my favorite covers ever. So I'm glad I could
Is that going anywhere? Or is that staying in the PC?
It's going nowhere unless I get a higher grade. I mean, then we'll talk about it. I've had a few people, that are looking for it too, that have reached out. Right now, it's going nowhere. Let's just leave it at that.
There you go.
Yeah, until I find a better copy, then I'm happy to move it along to someone else. And why not go with my other classic cover that I love and have been chasing for a very long time? If you've been watching the Defects, or if you just know me since I'm a child like Maddie, you know that this is one of my favorite covers ever. Guys, I don't have to tell you, Secret Wars number 8, the origin of the black costume. That black costume later becomes one of Jay's favorite people in the world, Venom. So this is from 1984, guys. Mike Zeck, John Beatty. Last sold raw, I think, on July 3rd, which is not too long ago, for $75, and in a 9.8 for $600. So I'm very picky with this. I want this in a high grade, and I have not been able to find it in a high grade that I want. Like I said, a little greedy on this one because I know what I want and I'm not settling. So yeah, 9.8 is what I want in this. And I do not have it. Let's just leave it at that.
Great pick, Guy. I have one of these in a 9.8, remarked the whole quad sigs, one of my favorite books in my collection. We all know Mike Zeck is absolutely my favorite artist, hands down. So great pick. And again, first appearance of the black suit, guys.
I got 2 first appearances this week. I know.
That's it. I was just gonna say.
My covers hit 2 first appearances, and I know you are the king of the remark. And I've seen that book, and it's just absolutely dope. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Every time I see it, I almost rip it off that wall when I'm at your house, buddy.
This book has come so far and has gone so much. It's gone up so much in value. Just wait till we see Spidey in the MCU in the black suit, and then that book's gonna hit an all-time high. We all know that, guys, in today's market.
I know. And I'll just
I
cry.
love it. Unfortunately for Guy, the more he chases it, like Jay just alluded to, the higher the price goes. So I'm hoping my buddy finds this somewhere a hidden gem somewhere, or in the collection, a collection that he's sorting through right now. Maybe it's hiding in there. So
Who knows?
we'll see. I love this cover though. You know I love the red covers. I didn't pick any this week, but that red background kills it. I love it.
Defects. That about wraps up Cover Chasing. Hope you guys had a fun time. We did. Don't forget, Matt's going to pop up a little thing over here right now to tell you how to enter the 5K giveaway. Don't cover Jay too much because he's very excited. 5K, a lot of prizes, a lot of stuff. So go enter. Be there to win. For Jay the Butcher over there, for Matty Forge, Guy Forge, Pressable Defects, Cover Chasing. Catch you on the next one, baby.